Hello everyone, welcome you all to today's topic, the last leaf. My dear student, what comes to your mind when I say last leaf? It's a beautiful story of class 9th. Now before moving to the topic, let me tell you a beautiful quote. I know every one of you have hope inside you. So related to hope, let us read this beautiful quote. Hope is being able to see that there is light despite of all the darkness. So hope is everything in everyone's life. Without hope, we are nowhere in this world. So let us see in this chapter that who is having that deep hope or who is lacking that hope. And I know everyone have lot of dream, lot of hope in our life. Now let us see in this story who are the person or who are the characters who are of lack of hope and who are of full of hope in their life. So my dear student, you can see the image, that is the last leaf. There is a picture there, a tree diagram is there, and there is a leaf. So the last leaf means entire leaf is being withered out due to storm, and only a single leaf is left out. Now let us see what does it indicate in the story. Once upon a time there was a town of poor painters on a high hill. I hope you understood this line. So once upon a time there was a town which was filled with poor painters on a high hill. Sui and Johnsy were both training to be painters, and they lived in a little brick house at the edge of the town. So at the edge of the town, two of the friends, Sui and Johnsy, they were training themselves to be painters, and they were living in that house. Johnsy had come down with pneumonia and stayed in bed feeling very ill. So Johnsy here, she is suffering from pneumonia. Here P is silent, my dear student. And he is feeling very ill and she is bed rest. She is taking bed rest. Returning home after work, Sui was exhausted. So after coming back from the school, even we also, you the student and we also get exhausted. Means we are tired. The wind is so cold outside and winter is coming. How are you? Have you been coughing a lot? Have you taken your medicine? So here both of the friends, they are talking to each other, and here Johnsy was too weak to respond. So who is suffering? Johnsy is suffering, and Sue is asking that you are coughing entire day. What happened? Are you okay? But Johnsy was too weak to respond. Sui and Johnsy were so poor that they could barely afford food and medicine. Afford means they are not able to buy. It's very difficult for them to arrange medicines and food. All they could do was try to sell some of their paintings. All they could do was try to sell their paintings, and they can live out of the painting. Cough, cough, cough. Oh. So Johnsy is coughing. Johnsy stared listlessly out of the window. So near to the bedroom there was a window, and outside the window there was a creeper. And she was trying to observe the creeper, and she was trying to say that when the last leaf will fall, I will die. That means, as I told you, my dear student, that hope is all that we have in everyone's life. And if we don't have hope, then we are nowhere in this world. So here this Johnsy is ill, and she's trying to look outside the window pane, and she is staring to the creeper. There was some ivy on the opposite wall, and she could see the leaves dancing in the harsh wind. Dancing, it means trembling, moving. There was some ivy on the opposite wall, and she could see the leaves dancing in the harsh wind. You can see the picture. What are you looking at? The other friend is asking. Other friend means Sui. She's asking, what are you looking at? Just leaves. Who is saying? Johnsy. What about them, Johnsy? They are just like me. Stop looking at them. You are nothing like them. No, Sui, don't do that. I want to see the leaves. So the friend Sui, she's getting angry and she's closing the curtain. Now you can see the image. Sui ignored Johnson's protest and closed the curtains anyway. When the last leaf withers and fall, I will die too. So who is saying? Johnsy is saying. Johnsy said helplessly, I don't know what to say. Now she went to the doctor and she had a talk with the doctor and she's saying to the doctor, the other friend, who? Sui. She's saying, what shall I do, doctor? And the doctor is saying, I don't know what to say. What do you think, doctor? Is there any hope she will get better? I don't see much hope for the moment. She has no will to live. So the doctor is saying that if until and unless she will create a hope, she won't survive. If she will have hope within her, then definitely she will survive, or else she may die. What? But isn't there anything I can do? She must believe that she can live and get better. The best you can do now is give her hope and encouragement. So the doctor is saying that give her hope and encouragement, then only she can survive. That is the only medicine that can help her now. I understand, the friend is saying. Sui had to sit up day and night making illustrations for magazines just to make enough for Johnson's medicine. See the friendship, my dear student. Here one friend, in order to get money, she's trying hard, she's working hard. Johnsy lay in the bed beside her and gazed sadly out of the window. So Johnsy is sitting near to the Sui and she's staring and staring to outside. 8, 7, oh, one more has fallen. 6. Johnsy, what are you doing? So the friend is getting angry that what are you doing? What are you counting? 6, only 6 left now. When the last leaf falls, I will die too. So the friend who is ill, she's saying that if this last leaf will fall, I will die. How can you say that? That's ridiculous. You are not a leaf. The wind must be very strong outside. 2 more have just fallen. Sui gently took Johnson's head. Please, Johnsy, be strong. The doctor says you will be all right, Johnsy. I am so tired of coughing all the time and of seeing you work so hard to support me. So the friend is saying that you are working hard for me. And how can I live? How can I survive? I will definitely die when the leaf will fall. I want to rest, to drift away quietly like those falling leaves like that. So she's saying that I want to die. I want to swift quietly like those falling leaves. Sui had nothing to say. She could only look at Johnsy and cry softly. Sui and Johnsy had a neighbor called Mr. Berman. He was a painter too, but he had not painted anything in a long time. Some people believed he simply had no talent. Sometimes he would pose for other artists. So people believe that Berman is nothing. He can't do anything. And Berman has a great dream that he will one day make something great. He helped Sui with her magazine illustration. Tell me, Sui, how is Johnsy? He's asking, Berman is asking, tell me, Sui, how is Johnsy? She is so ill and weak. She insists that she will die when all the leaves from the Boston ivy outside have fallen. She narrated entire story and the doctor says she will still recover if she finds the will to live. So the entire story is being narrated from to Berman by Sui. I wish could find a way to give her strength. Heavy winds howled through the streets that night and raindrops pattered against the window pane. Mr. Berman watched the storm outside. That looks bad. I don't know if the leaves can hold up against this weather. Mr. Berman wanted to find a way to help Johnsy, but he was very poor himself and could not think of anything. So my dear student, when Sui narrated the entire story to Berman, Berman is thinking that it is raining heavily. How can I help this poor girl? Sui was nervous as well and sat by Johnsy's side all the night until she fell asleep. What if all the leaves had fallen from the Boston ivy overnight? Oh, Sui, you are awake. So here the friend, in order to take care, she was sleeping near to her and she was scared that if the leaf fall down, then what will be the condition of Sui? And she is totally scared. Johnsy, are you up already? The leaves must all be gone right now. Sui, please open the curtain and let me see them. So now Johnsy is saying, Sui, please, can you please open the curtain? I want to see the leaves. Sui is hesitating to open. She's trembling, and with lots of courage, she tried to open the curtain. And she's saying, no, I can't. Don't ask me. And she's saying her friend that, no, you will definitely be alive. You won't die. I want to open the curtain. And she's crying, and with a trembling hand, she went near to the curtain and see the picture. She's trying to open the curtain. And to her utmost surprise, the last leaf was there. So my dear friend, despite the rainstorm, the leaf was still there on the wall. And both were surprised to see each other. See how happy they are. They are hugging each other, and with joy they are saying that, oh, Johnsy, the leaf is there. Now the doctor is glad after looking the improvement, and he says now she will be able to recover very soon. And she's saying, thank you, doctor. And while going back, while leaving, the doctor said, do you know that there was a neighbor and he is no more. He was found lying out in the street, drenched and half frozen. So the doctor is narrating the entire story to Johnsy, to Sui, that do you know a neighbor named Mr. Berman is no more. He was coughing the whole night and he was found lying out in the street, drenched and half frozen. So his hands were stained with paint. Could he have been painting something? Oh, I don't think so. Why would he be out of painting in the pouring rain? So the doctor and Sui, they are talking to each other, and Sui is asking that was he painting something? Then the doctor is saying, why will he paint in this rain? So how is he? Please tell me. The doctor is saying, he didn't make it. I am sorry. Oh no. Now see how the Berman is painting the creeper, the last leaf, just because of Sui, and he is drenching in the rain. Cough, cough. I hope Johnsy can find her strength in this painting. Sui looked again at the last ivy leaf and suddenly realized that it wasn't moving in the wind. So her friend, she came to know that it was just because of Berman that Sui is alive. Johnsy is alive, and she is trying to cry. She began to cry quietly, mourning for Mr. Berman and his sacrifice. So how beautiful this relation is, my dear student. I hope you all understood this beautiful story. I want each and every one to go back and turn your pages and try to comprehend it by yourself. Thank you all for watching my video. If you have any queries, comments, feedback, do comment on my chat box. Thank you so much.